What's up guys, this is Youngno. Let's solve this question. So we have a rectangle ABCD, so let me just draw a rectangle. And we have a length to width ratio. First of all, ratio of something to something else, it's always a fraction. It's nothing but just one fraction, a rational number, a over b. And we have ratio of 40 to 25. So we have length to width ratio, which means length to width ratio as 40 over 25. So why don't we just put L here to represent the length of the rectangle and W here as the width of the rectangle. If the length of the rectangle is increased by 16 units, so that means we're having a second rectangle. It's longer. Its length is now L plus 16. The ratio is still the same. And we're looking for what kind of change width is supposed to have. So does it have to be increased or decreased? That's what we're looking for. But the thing is, we don't know the width value of the second rectangle. So why don't we just set the unknown width of the second rectangle as x. Since the question said the length to width ratio still the same, we can set up another equation. Length to width ratio. Length of the second rectangle and width of the second rectangle. That has to be equal to this one. So if you simplify, divide 5 on top and bottom, then this is 5 over 8. So if you solve this, cross multiplication, 8w equals 5L here. And you can do the same thing, 8 over 5. Let's do the cross multiplication here again. 8x equals 5 times L plus 16. This is what we have. From this system of two equations, we have to figure out what really happened onto W value. So let me just erase everything else because this is the only thing we need. We're looking for x. So let's find x. If you distribute this 5, 8x should be equal to 5L plus 5 times 16 is 80. Ooh, we have equivalent expression for 5L. Since 5L is the same thing as 8W, we can substitute 5L with 8W. So 8x now, it's equal to 8W plus 80. Ooh, why don't we just divide both sides by 8? Then we found the value of x. X is W plus 10. What does x represent? The width value of the second rectangle. Remember that original rectangle has L as its length and W as its width. Now the second rectangle has L plus 16 here as its length and the unknown width of the second rectangle. Now we found it. We just set it as x. So now W plus 10 is representing the width of the second rectangle. So the width got increased by 10 units. So that will make the answer choice Bravo as the correct one. We're done. But some might think this is too much and this is just too algebraic approach to solve this simple question. Yes, I agree. So let me introduce an easier version to solve this question. Why don't we just set the length and width of the original rectangle as 40 and 25? It satisfies the length to width ratio, right? Then all you have to do is just make the length 16 units longer. So now the length of the second rectangle is 56, and let's set the width of the second rectangle as x. Then length to width ratio of the first rectangle and length to width ratio of the second rectangle, they have to be the same. Then if you do the cross multiplication and divide both sides by 40, then we're having this number. That's 35. So this is 35. And that's nothing but the width value of the second rectangle. So take a look at it. Width got increased by 10 units. That will make answer choice Bravo as the correct answer. Okay, we're done. See you on the next question.